Imagine working every single day of your life planting, harvesting, and sweating in the sun, believing that one day independence will bring you dignity and freedom. But instead, you realize that your labor makes others rich while you remain poor. This is the world of I'll Marry When I Want, a play by Ngũgĩ wa Thiong'o and Ngũgĩ wa Mĩriĩ. It is not just about Kenya. It is about every society where leaders betray their people, where religion is used as a tool of control, and where the poor are expected to suffer in silence. This is more than a play. It is a warning, a mirror, and a cry for justice. Today, we step into the story of a peasant and workers who refuse to stay silent. A story of betrayal, awakening, and the unbreakable spirit of the people. The story is set in post-independence Kenya, in a rural village. At the center is Kigunda, a hardworking peasant farmer. His entire life rests on a single acre of land. It is small, but it is his pride, a proof that he owns something in this world. Every day, Kigunda and his wife Wanjiko toil under the sun. Their clothes are worn, their food is little, but they hold on with hope. Their daughter, Gathoni, dreams of a brighter future. One afternoon, a message arrives. Kigunda and Wanjiko have been invited to the home of Ahab Kioi Wakanoru, a wealthy landowner, and his wife Jezebel. Kigunda beams with pride. He pulls out his treasured possession, a worn-out but neat wedding suit. Kigunda, while smiling, he says, "At last they see me. At last they honor me. Even a poor man deserves respect." But beneath the polished smile of Ahab and Jezebel hides another story. They do not invite Kigunda out of respect. They want his land. Their plan is clever. That is, to convince him to take a Christian wedding with his wife. To do so, he must borrow money from the bank. And when he cannot pay it back, the land will slip from his hands. Meanwhile, young Gathoni falls in love with John Muhuni, Ahab and Jezebel's son. They dreams of marrying him, believing love will lift her from poverty. Gathoni hopefully imagines. She says, maybe this is our chance. Maybe tomorrow will be brighter. But her dreams shatters. John cruelly rejects her. He tells her off coldly and says, "I cannot marry the daughter of a poor man." Gathoni's heart breaks and Kigunda's pride collapses. The humiliation is unbearable. He sees now that the invitation was a trap. The rich do not see him as an equal. They see him as a stepping stone, a man to be tricked and robbed. Rage burns in him. Kigunda says angrily, "All these years we worked, all these years we waited, and still they take and take. Dependence was a lie." For the first time, Kigunda's voice became the voice of rebellion. He realizes that freedom did not change the system. It only changed the masters. The peasants and workers still chained, not by colonizers now, but by their own leaders, by the wealthy, by foreign banks, and by the church that sides with the rich. The play builds towards confrontation. Kigunda's once silent and obedient now speaks out, but his defiance is crushed with violence. His land, his pride, and his dreams are torn away. Yet, "I will marry when I want" does not end in silence. Out of Kigunda's pain rises something greater, the awakening of the people. The poor begin to see the truth. They begin to whisper, to rise, and to resist. His story becomes their story. His anger becomes their fire. And that is the tragedy and the triumph of I'll Marry When I Want. Ngũgĩ wa Thiong'o and Ngũgĩ wa Mĩriĩ shows how corruption, greed, and hypocrisy rob ordinary people of their dignity. But they also remind us that silence is not the answer. Change begins when people dare to speak, dare to resist, and dare to dream. This play is not just history. It is still happening today. It asks each of us, what kind of freedom do we have? if the poor remain poor and the rich continue to rule unchecked. Because true independence, true inheritance must belong to the people. Thank you and bye-bye for now. Welcome to Top Reads Reviews once again.